Friday. Probably a lot of people have the day off. Maybe. I don't really know how that works. I was a teacher. We had the whole summer off. So we're going to mirror this, and then we're going to get started. I always say it's going to be a quick one. This one, hopefully, it probably won't be, to be honest. So we're doing 54 orders. So 54 orders. No, this was not 54 orders in the past day. This was over the course of 3 days. So 54 orders over 3 days, which still isn't too bad. But thanks for popping in. I'm gonna tape up these boxes right here. They are hat boxes. I just got them in. If you have eBay, don't forget you have that. If you have an eBay store, don't forget you guys have that coupon that you can use for your shipping supplies, which I just did because I needed hat boxes. Usually I don't really use it until the end, but I needed hat boxes. But what's up, Retired? Retired is in the hot tub, retired and working. I saw that video. I loved it. All right, so there that is. Need one more packed, one more boxed, then we'll be going. Good morning everywhere. We're live everywhere. Spent mine already. Yep, spent mine already. It's like getting that gift card. It's like I gotta spend it, but I actually needed stuff. Okay, let's go ahead and let's do a quick poll. eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, or Depop. What do you guys want to do first? 54 orders total. Mercari, Depop, Poshmark, or eBay. What do you guys want to do first? Juliet, what's up? Good morning. 8:49. Guys, I was close to my 8:30 time slot. Credit to my wife. She got me up. So credit to her. Good morning, Queen of Vinyl. Depop. All right. Depop. I saw eBay. I saw Depop first. Bought a Wrangler button up for $6 yesterday. In a few hours, it turned to $20. Shipping and fees. That's good, Samantha. I wonder if it was a crazy colorway. I actually have a Wrangler here that I sold too. So whatever has the least. What was the first one I saw? Depop. Depop has the least. So we'll do Depop. Depop, 4 items. When I was with Bearded over the Chicago trip, figured out I sell about 1 item a day on Depop. About 1 item per day. And almost all my items are cross-listed over to Depop. So 1 item a day on Depop while I'm selling like 12, 14 on eBay a day. eBay's king. Depop. Okay. First thing I sold on Depop was a pair of O'Neill shorts. Auto posture sale. Sold for $24.89. $24.89. O'Neill shorts. The reason I know it's auto posture sales because I don't have anything listed for $24.89. A lot of you guys know that by now, but there's always new people watching. So I have a service called Auto Posture. I have a link in my link tree or sourceoffinds.com. And what it does is relist, delist my items. It shares my items. It sends out offers automatically while I sleep. It's basically a virtual assistant that I pay for. So that's what's up. What's up, Lindsay? eBay fees so high. eBay fees are actually not as high as some of the other platforms. I think this is Depop, right? Yeah, it's Depop. Okay, so those O'Neill sold for $24.89. I paid $3.99 for those. Those were new with tags. O'Neill board shorts, I don't buy those unless they're new with tags. And they're cheap. Yeah, Auto Posture is a game changer. What's up? Good morning, Tej. Do you sell O'Neill golf shorts? No, I don't buy anything O'Neill unless it's new with tags. And even then, usually it has to be like swim trunks. I probably pass up. I buy like 1 out of every 1,000 O'Neill items. Nike. Fun fact, if you guys buy Nike polos for cheap, Depop. I had offers, like so many offers on this Nike polo shirt. This specific Nike polo shirt. Standard fit, just a Nike polo shirt. Bought it for $5. Went back and forth with people, sold it for $17. So that's pretty much how I do with these. Hello from St. Pete. Feels like silk here. How have you been? When are you coming back to Florida? What's up, Stick? I don't know, but actually some of the items that I sold were from Florida when I made that trip. Funny enough, I just listed them. But yeah, I want to come back to Florida, definitely, but it's probably going to be in the winter because I don't want to go down there when it's hot here and hot there. I want to go down there when it's cold here, and I want to get out of the nasty winter stuff. So that sold for $17. I paid $5 for it. Auto Posture is against the rules on Poshmark. Auto Posture is against the rules on Poshmark. I don't know anything about that. All I know is I sold 10 items on Poshmark through Auto Posture. Do you sell O'Neill golf shorts? No, I don't. After a hurricane season, yes. What's up, K-Way? What's up, Duke? What's up, Andrew? Don't put me that low. Don't put me that low. Julie, we went on vacation for 2 weeks. Just got back. eBay is back on. Zero activity. I haven't listed yet, but done in and relist. Think I need to list or think just coincidence? Two things. Number one, it is summer slowdown. It is a thing. I put out there like you can beat it. I try to be positive. You can do things to help it, beat it. For example, I'm going to run a sale this weekend. But yeah, I would say you need to list things. If you were gone, you need to get that eBay store active, list some items, send out offers on things that's been sitting for a long time. You just want to get that money back, reinvest it. If you have an item that sat for a year or two and it's sitting for $20 and just sitting, sell that thing for 10 if you have $5 or whatever into it. Sell it for 10, use that 10, go buy a couple of Viore shorts that you ran across. Which Goodwill did you go to in Chicago? Oh my gosh, Jamie. We went to probably, 25 Goodwills. So I don't even know. Just ping pong the whole way through. The whole way up, the whole way down. Is that high grade Western wear Pendleton behind you on the rack? Yeah, that is a Pendleton Orvis jacket. Depop. Chacos on Depop. These are women's Chacos. I paid, I got these at a garage sale. I think I paid $1 for these, $1 or $2. And actually, I watched a reseller content creator the other day. I don't remember who it was, but they said if their Chacos aren't really dirty, they don't even wash them. They just sell them. And so that's what I did. These have a little bit dirt on them and a little bit dirt here. I didn't even clean them. I just listed them and they sold right away. So Depop Chacos, $18. These will go out in a poly mailer. These will go out in a poly mailer. So yeah. I mean, if they're real dirty, I'll clean them. But hey, I like the cap. Thank you. Appreciate it, Larry. Thanks for popping in, by the way, everybody. If you are new here, I'm a full-time reseller. Again, there's always new people. You can follow if you'd like. Give me a follow. I sell full-time. I was a former teacher, and now I do this full-time. And, make more than I did teaching doing this by far. Shout out, please. What's up, Mini Stack? What's up, Mini Stack? Shout you out. I'm not famous or anything, Mini Stack. You're not watching a famous celebrity or anything. Would you buy Tommy Bahama? Hobby? Yes, I actually sold one, so we can talk about that in a little bit. But there goes the Chacos like that, out the door. And one more item on Depop. So 4 items on Depop. Another Nike. So again, I'm going to preach to you guys. Go ahead and cross list. If you don't have Auto Posture, get Auto Posture. Then cross list your items over to Depop, your Nike golf stuff. Nike golf stuff, for some reason, is selling on Depop. I would have bet you money that it wouldn't have, but it has. This sold for $17 on Depop. No, $18 on Depop. $18 for this on Depop. No. Yeah, $18 on Depop. Hello, good morning, Peach Magnolia. I get fatigued after one Goodwill. No. So the way it went, Andrew, the way it went with Bearded and I, that's why we go together, because we both can go. So we start at when they open until close, here or Chicago. So we went one day, open to close, woke up the next day, open to close. And we could have gone more and more and more and more. We could have kept going. Depop done. Depop done. What's your best flip so far? Evanescence. Clothing wise, I'd say I sold like a t-shirt that was wacky. It was a nude guy on the front and a nude guy on the back, but it was from the Museum of Art in Chicago from the 80s, and that sold for like $300. Wasn't my biggest item that I sold, but that was a cool one. I sold some Nike Yeezys before. that I found thrifting way back. And then I used to sell hard goods and antiques collectibles. So I've sold some really, really expensive items. In my mind, expensive items. Thanks. You're welcome, Julie. How many items would you say to list on eBay Monday through Friday? What is a good goal? It just depends. What is it? Nebraska? It just depends, Nebraska. If you're part-time, what's your goal? Do you want to make a couple $100s a week to help pay for vacation or pay for your car payment at the end of the month? It just depends what your goals are. For me, being full-time, I want to list as much as possible. So I want to try to list 15 items a day. I haven't done that. It's really hard for me in the summer, especially with this new puppy. But yeah, 15 to 20 items a day for me. But again, they have to be good sell-through, good ROI sort of thing. My minimum profit is $10. Morning, Tammy. To the second person that said they love this Travis Matthew hat. Thank you. I got it for $5, part of that retail arbitrage. All right, let's go ahead and get Mercari out of the way. Remember on Mercari, they do not take fees. So everything I sell on Mercari, they don't take fees from me. They pass it on to the buyer. So everything I tell you, there are no fees involved. I sold 2 Viore. These are more like lounge shirts. These aren't workout shirts. So 2 of these. There's one with the Ukrainian flag. I call it the Ukrainian flag logo. It's blue and yellow. And I sold 2 of those. So 2 of those for $50, $25 a piece. And again, that's $50 all in my pocket. They don't take anything. Is Depop like Poshmark? No, Poshmark is different. Poshmark, you share, do all the sharing and everything else. Evanescence, all kind of explain to you. Thanks for the rose, Shelves. Also, thanks for the follow. I see some people following. Okay, so this is what I do, okay? I sold on eBay for forever. I then got Poshmark. I signed up for Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari, all when I got AutoPosher. I went over to those platforms. I entered in my address, my banking, all that sort of stuff to get started. And then I just started cross-listing from Poshmark or from AutoPosher, and I set up my automation, so send out offers and a relist and shares on Poshmark, and that's it. I don't go to Depop other than when I print out my labels. I don't go to Mercari other than when I print out my labels. Poshmark, same thing. I don't go to Poshmark. I let AutoPosher do everything in the background. So I do nothing with those platforms. Depop is the easiest platform to print out a label. I keep saying that, but it's true. It's true. So that was 2 Viore. We have Fair Harbor. Fair Harbor, new with tags, shorts. Bought these retail arbitrage for $11 back in the fall. And these sold now. Again, Fair Harbor is the name of these. I bought these at TJ Maxx or Marshalls for $11. They sold for $21. Good morning, Audra. Happy morning to you. Top of the day. I mean, not top of the day, I guess. I don't know. Whatever. You know what I mean. Chris, thanks for the follow. Morning, buddy. What's up, Casey? Good morning. Casey gets some good sales. Casey found a pair of vintage CC Filson brand new with tags pants. So cool. Such a good find. That's the type of item that you price up and you wait for the right buyer. And you know me, I'm a quick flip auction type of guy. That's the type of item that I would wait for the right buyer. And she did. Next item on Mercari is an Arc'teryx shirt. Arc'teryx. So we have an Arc'teryx. This sold for $28. It is a little weathered. I just found another one of these in Chicago. So it'll be super easy to list the other one because I'll just sell similar. They're both short sleeve. I'll change the pictures, the size if I have to, and they're both multicolor. So this Arc'teryx sold. It doesn't even have the little hit on it. The little hit is just this little tab right here. But that sold for $28 over on Mercari. Mercari. I only sell on eBay. Are the fees on other? What are the fees on other platforms? Papa, from someone who sold on eBay since 2001, I would say my biggest mistake recently in the past 4 years was not cross-listing. Take it from me. My biggest mistake is not cross-listing. If you start cross-listing and you sell on the other platforms, you will not regret it. I'm telling you right now. This is why. In the past 3 days, I sold 35 items on eBay. Then I sold another 19 between Poshmark, Depop, and Mercari. Those are sales I wouldn't have had, right? So I more than 50%. I got more than 50% of my sales. Not more than 50%, but I upped my sales by 50%. If I would have just had eBay, I upped my sales by 50% by having the other platforms. So what's up, Teresa? You're missing the boat. I know, Audra. I don't even know. Top of the morning to you. Okay. Next item. This is a one-off, okay? And this is one of those things that, like, I stopped picking these up and now they sold. I'm like, all right, so do I pick them up again? And we're in the summer, like the dead heat of the summer. Flannel-lined Eddie Bauer jeans. Again, it comes down to your buy cost. These are $8 for me. I sold them for $22. Mercari, so I get the full. That's a good sale. But just the Eddie Bauers just don't do near as well as LL Bean. So I just don't know. I don't know if I'm going to continue picking these up. But usually flannel line jeans always sell for me. Again, if these were $4, I'd pick them up every single time. But being $8, it's that threshold. Okay, these are going out UPS. So I have to pack these and put them in the corner so I don't drop them off the wrong place. I think my biggest mistake right now is not doing Amazon. But it's been so frustrating and complicated. Duke, I actually have signed up for Amazon too, Andrew. I've signed up for Amazon. I'm all set. I'm ready to sell. I did all my things that I had to do to sell on Amazon. I just haven't taken the leap yet. I haven't taken the leap. Maybe once the kids are back in school, the dog's a little older, I will get into selling on Amazon, but lots of potential to be money made there, especially living in a metropolitan area where I have tons of retail stores. I can probably do pretty well on Amazon. So that's definitely another outlet. I love having multiple streams of income. I have eBay, I have Poshmark, I have Mercari, I have Depop, and some others. So I'd love to do that. Thanks for doing the live stream. You're welcome. Yeah, Looney. So I am on Instagram this morning. I rarely get on Instagram, but I thought I'd throw it up there today. So hi to you guys over there. What's up, Kayla? Kayla's my fave. How much does the flannel LL Bean jeans sell for compared to Eddie Bauer? So flannel LL Bean jeans sell for about $28 during the fall and winter, maybe the summer. I can't believe I sold those, but hey, they do sell. People ask me, do I take down my fall and winter stuff? No way. I just leave it sit dormant. Someone buys it, they buy it. I don't mark them down or anything this time of year. I just sit on them until next year. But yeah, LL Bean brings 28 and Eddie Bauer brought 22. So LL Bean brings a little bit more. Carhartt flannel line bring really good money. If you ever find J. Crew flannel line, those bring pretty good money. And then Duluth is another one that's flannel line that bring pretty good money. Next item. Oh no, we're done. So that's it. Mercari 5, Depop 4, Mercari 5. Is there an app you use to cross list? I've heard of Flipped, I think. Papa. I use Auto Posher. Auto Posher, you can make it into an app, which I do, but it has a cross lister feature. And it has an automation feature, which is like a personal assistant. I have a YouTube video on it. So if you look it up, you follow me on YouTube, you can see it. I made it a really short video. It's 5 to 6 minutes, but you can go to surfsupfinds.com. You can get a free 7-day trial and $5 off doing that. Telling you, you will not regret it. Again, I sold 35 items on eBay and 19 on Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop during the weekend. So Auto Posher paid for itself for probably the next 3 months by doing that. What are the plain Jane Nike polos going for on Depop? $18 to $17. So the one I sold was just like this one, but it was blue. It sold for $18 or $19, $18, $17 or $18. I forget. I sold two, $17 and $18. So I get these for $5. I don't buy Under Armour Nike or Under Armour polos unless there's something really unique about them. But Nike polos still sell well. So it just depends on, I don't pick up all of them, but do your comps and all that sort of stuff. I found 100% Tommy Bahama silk. A shirt, found a stain on it when I got home. Any suggestions? Oh, Adventure New. I don't wash the silk items with stain. If the Tommy Bahama has a stain, I usually just call it out and price it really cheap. You might have to dry clean that and hope the stain comes out. But yeah, I don't. If it has a stain, I just call it out, drop the price. I made a mistake at the thrift store. So that's what I do with that Tommy Bahama stuff. I did sell a Tommy Bahama, 2 of them. Shout out K-Way Shop. So let's go over to Poshmark. So we've done Depop, we've done Mercari. Let's do Poshmark. Poshmark, I sold 10 items. So 10 items on Poshmark. Let's get it. Shout is a great stain remover. Yes, I use Shout. So everything that I use, including Shout, is if you go to surfsupfinds.com and click on Amazon, you'll see all the products I use, just so you have an idea of what the stuff I use in my day-to-day. And I use Shout also, but it's silk. Silk is different. I'm scared with silk. I did sell a really good piece of silk, by the way. Good morning, Tammy. I need to go back and watch all your Chicago haul. What was your favorite item they found that wasn't golf related? 2000 or a World War II flask. A World War II flask. I'm a sucker for antiques and hard goods, guys. I know I do clothing. That's 99% of my business or more. But I'm a sucker for antiques and clothing. That's always where my heart's going to be. But hey, this is what brings the money. So this is what I'll sell. But I want to stress this. I really think it's important it's really, really important to know a little bit about everything. For example, K-Way, he's starting to sell ties now. So he's getting into ties. So now he'll be able to go through thrift stores and look at ties and know what ties to sell and how much they bring. Belts, hard goods, everything. Here's Bearded right here. Bearded is a perfect example of someone that knows a little bit about everything. If you were to go to Bearded Thrifter's eBay store, he sells everything under the sun because he knows a little bit about everything. Everything. Guess where I'm going this morning, Bradley? A pickup. Bearded. Friday? I don't know. Flea market or a pickup? You told your wife you're not going to go sourcing this weekend. We know that was a lie. Okay. First Depop item. Patagonia? Yeah. Patagonia. To be honest, Patagonia shirts like this, they don't sell really well for me. And if you catch me this time of year sending offers, more than likely, I'm just going to take them because it's a summer slowdown. So I'm just trying to move inventory. I sold this for $14. I paid $5. Just a Patagonia short sleeve shirt. They don't sell that great for me. But again, $5, I'd say that's not a great sale, but 5 into 14 is still money, right? Good morning. A Tide stick. Teresa says, use a Tide stick. What's up, Felix? We missed you in Chicago. Do you ever promote your closet on Poshmark? So no, I have Auto Posture. And what Auto Posture does, I'll show you real quick. So what Auto Posture does is share all my items. So it shares and relists. It does sharing, community shares, it relists, it shares, self-shares, all that sort of stuff. So I have Auto Posture doing all the sharing in the background. So it just was at 896. Now it's at 897 shares for the day. So it shares all day long. It does all that stuff in the background, so I don't have to, I'm hands off. All I do is make sales. So this is on Poshmark, Patagonia, $14. I paid $5 for it. Back to eBay having high seller fees. Listen, go get a brick and mortar. You'll be wishing you just did online sales. Do you wash all your clothes from Goodwill and garage sales? I don't. Nope, I don't. I know that's a big thing going on the internet right now, and content creators talking about washing their clothes and stuff. No, everything I pick up is smell-free, good condition. If I see something with a lot of hair on it at the thrift store, I usually leave it behind. Smoky, I leave it behind unless it's worth bringing home and washing. If I bring something home and I find a stain, I'll hit it with Shout and I'll wash it. Or if it has a smell, I'll wash it. But most of my items I do not wash. When checking comps, do you only pick up things that have equal or sold listings? So yes. And also when checking comps out, you have to be careful of what you're listing in the time of year. For example, if you sell a polo shirt right now, it's a great time to be looking at comps for this polo shirt because it's spring and a lot of them sold. But if you're selling a heavyweight flannel, that's not a good time to look at comps because not many of those are selling right now and they're probably selling cheap. So if you're looking at a flannel and listing it right now, I would list it maybe 20% over what a comp is. So a comp is what something sold for. Again, if you go to my YouTube, Selling for Beginners, I have on there how you can look up comps and sell-through rate. but jumping comps, you'll only pick up things that have equal solds and listings. It's a good question. People always talk about sell-through rate. Let's do an Under Armour. Oh, Under Armour. Something I wouldn't pick up unless it was a 3XL, and this is a 3XL. So Under Armour, 3XL, sold this for $17, paid $5 for it. The Goodwill we are spent 2 hours at. Oh my God, Bearded, you have an addiction, and I love it. I have the same one. I have the same addiction as you do. Hey, it's not bad. We make money with it. It's not a bad addiction. But hold on. When you have a sale, does it remove it from all cross-listing platforms? Yes, Bethany. So Auto Posture is the only one right now out there, cross-lister, that has, people say Vendoo. No, it does not do the same. So shoot, what am I doing, guys? I'm putting Poshmark items in my own bag. I need to put them in priority bags. So it automatically delists your item. So that item right there sold on Poshmark. Within a few minutes, it delisted across Depop, Mercari, and eBay. So automatic delist detection. While you're sleeping, while you're not paying attention, you don't have to go back in and doing it. Thanks for the info. You're welcome, you loony. You loony. But yeah, when you have a sale, yeah, that's what it does when I have a sale. But I think I had some more to answer on that comps. Okay, so sell-through rate is very, very important. Hold on, A Falls. Sell-through rate's important, right? We all look at sell-through rate, but you can create your own sell-through rate. What do I mean by that? Let's say the sell-through rate's 50%. That means at $100. Let's say this polo sells at $100, and there's 100 of them for sale, and over the last 50 days or last 90 days, 50 of them sold, and they sold for $80. So there's 100 of these for sale. They're all listed at $100. Over the last 90 days, 50%, which makes it a 50% sell-through rate, 50 of them sold at $80. So you can list yours at 80 or 100, and it's got a 50% sell-through rate. So it's going to take you a while. But if you buy this shirt at $5 and list it at 50, which is below everybody, more than likely you're going to sell that shirt super duper fast. So you create your own sell-through rate. Your sell-through rate is much faster. So I truly believe sell-through rate is much faster. Vendoo, Lulu says Vendoo does have auto sales detection, but it's completely different over on Vendoo. It's not the same. You have to have from what I hear, I've heard from multiple people, is you have to have it open for it to auto sales detect. So that's what I've heard about Vendoo. Refresh. Okay, so there's 930. Okay. Let's go back to Poshmark. What was the question? Wait, Crowdlister, how do I start? Surfupfinds.com, and then there's a thing that says $5 off Auto Posture, and you get a 7-day free trial. But there are different things on it. Go look at my YouTube video on YouTube. Go look at my YouTube video, or just type in Auto Posture, and you'll see my name. You see a picture of me. It's like 5 minutes long, and it kind of explains it really quickly. And then there's a link in there to get $5 off. My nephew sold a pair of Nikes for $950 last week on eBay. He's 16. I got him hooked now. Let's go. That's all it takes. Now he's going to be able to make money, more money than all his friends working their little jobs at McDonald's or wherever else. Some stuff at Thrift have dry clean tags. Yes, that's a good point. Let's talk about that while we pack more items. Adidas sold for $42. Okay, Adidas. No, they sold for $72. $72. Pretty sure. Let me go to Poshmark. Poshmark. Orders. Yeah, $72. These sold for $72. So these are Adidas. Really, really small, but these are Adidas 4Ds with this Arizona State colorway. I bought these for $25 retail arbitrage, and I sold them for, again, on Poshmark for $72. So these will go in one of these right here, free from the Postal Service. Yeah, good for your son or your nephew making that money. He's going to get hooked, and he's going to make more money than everyone else now. Awesome advice. Thank you. You're welcome. So, yeah, again, if you're just now joining, I've only sold on eBay for forever. I sold 35 items over the last 3 days. But since I cross-list now and have an automation tool, I sold an extra 19 items between Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark. So it's definitely worth it. And I'm going to continue. I don't sell you guys anything. You guys know that. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't have courses. People ask me to make courses. They ask me to make things and sell stuff. I don't do it. But there's a product that's really good out there. I'm going to tell you. Like 3-inch packing tape. I'm going to tell you it's the best tape there is. Don't argue with me about it. I use Vindu, and yes, you have to have it open in the computer for it to delist. There you go. So you have to have the computer open. That's multiple people I've heard, and people that close to me that's resold for years. Say you have to have your app or your platform open for it to delist that item. Autoposture does it automatically, even if you're sleeping. Even if you're sleeping. Those are cool. These are cool. They took a little while to sell. I have one more. Great way to start my day. Love to watch your lives, Brad. Thank you, Mom. Look how kind my mom is. We are all going to be together this weekend. So right now, packing everything up on a Friday, shipping it all out. Going to hopefully take definitely a handful of pictures and then list during my downtimes, because I list everything from my phone. I always have done that. I got in the habit of that when I was teaching. So I list during my prep, during my lunch, whatever. And so I list on my phone. And it's very efficient for me. So anywhere I go, I can on our way up there, if my wife drives, I can list from my phone if the dog cooperates. So I'll take pictures on my phone and then list from my phone, take my laptop up there, and I'll cross list when I get up there. What's up, Amy D? Brad, your tip on getting the polos with the college logos, if they're a good brand, is great. Thanks, Andrew. Yeah, I wouldn't say it if it wasn't a good thing. So he's referring to a good brand like Under Armour, Nike, Peter Millar, Johnny O. If they have a college logo, which I just did a live yesterday of my entire Chicago haul. It's over on YouTube and Facebook if you want to watch that. I got a Clemson Tigers on a Vineyard Vines. That will do well. It's a big school, big conference school. It usually sells well, especially right now with college coming up. Next item is a Johnny O for $23. Johnny O 23. These right here, these are Johnny O Performance pants. These sold for $23. They're black. Again, I list everything on eBay and then I cross list from there. So again, thanks for following. I keep seeing people follow. I appreciate it. You guys into reselling, want to make extra money. Again, I don't do this really to tell people, oh, you can make a full-time job out of it. It's more for me, it's about making extra money, side hustle, extra money. If you make it a full-time job, more power to you, but it's a great side hustle. I doubled my income. So I made just as much as a teacher doing this as a side hustle. I did it again. I just wasted 11 cents. Poop. I sold a Johnny O one the other day with the Miami University on it or something. There you go, dude. You know it. Good morning, reselling peeps. Good morning, old Chef New Tricks. Good morning, old Chef New Tricks. I sold some Peter Millar Crown Sport shorts this morning. Yes, Peter Millar Crown Sport are good. They're not 100% cotton, so they sell much better. 100% cotton. Scored a Filson wool shirt at a yard sale for $1. Jen, you're making me jealous this morning. Making me jealous. But congratulations. That's awesome. Do you auction or select buy it now on eBay? Which is best? I would say buy it now. The only time I ever do auction, which I'm going to do on a piece of an antique I got in Chicago. It's a antique China ginger bowl or ginger jar. But yeah, I would say list it, buy it now, or best offer. All your pictures are taken on your phone? Yep. So every single picture, I'll tell you my process. But yeah, I do all my items, buy it now or best offer. The only time I do an auction, if it's a really, really rare item that a lot of people are looking for. For example, and I get a low buy cost, right? So for example, if I bought, I don't know, a really rare t-shirt that's you can't find it anywhere. Really rare t-shirt from the 90s. You can't find it anywhere. I'll start that auction because everyone has alerts for vintage t-shirts. I paid $2 or $5 for it. I'll just let it go. and it'll sell for 70. Maybe I could have sat for 6 months and got 100, but I'd rather have 70 today, the quick nickel than the fast or the quick nickel than the slow dime. Next item that sold was a J. Crew $20. I wasn't going to get these because they were, I think they're J. Crew outlet. Yeah, they're J. Crew outlet. Whenever you see the two little dots on an item on J. Crew, they're the outlet. If you see 3 dots under Banana Republic, they're the outlet. They send them straight to the outlet, and they're cheaper quality. But these are a linen blend, and they're brand new with tags. So I thought I'd pick them up and just sell them cheap. These sold for $20 over on Poshmark. $20 on Poshmark. Be smart with it, Brad. Be smart with it. Are you Corey? A night shift, Highland Park, Texas, in Dallas? Hey, please. No. Talking it up? No, I don't even know what that means. Where I'm struggling is figuring out when the different golf course logos are. Yes. So that's a struggle for a lot of people. If it's a good brand and you get it at a good buy cost, it's worth getting. Hey, let me make sure I get people over here on Instagram. I'm not over there very often, so I want to make sure I get you guys. So you guys know I always recommend going to Google, going to PGA golf course logos. There'll be about 30 of them that pop up on images. Screenshot that image and save it to your favorites on your phone. So when you're out and about, you can look and see if it's any of those. Those will really up the value. But most polos have local golf course emblems on them. If it's a good shirt, even if it's a Peter Millar and you're getting it for $3, $4, $5, it's going to sell for $20, $25 if it's a summer comfort. So, but yeah, don't waste your time. If it's not one of those, if it's not one of the PGA golf courses or another well-known golf course that's maybe private, don't waste too much time trying to figure it out. I would say. Scored a Filson shirt at a yard sale. Oh, we have another one. I found a Filson garment wool coat for $25.99 at Goodwill while they were pricing Tommy Bahamas for $20. First time finding it too. That's what I'm talking about, David. Let them do it. How about in Chicago when they were pricing up the Columbia to $50? Yoo-hoo's up there. Any brand you stay away from? Yeah, really mall brands. So Aeropostale and Target brands, Walmart brands, almost all that sort of stuff I stay away from. Any mall brand. So you name it in a mall. Most of the time I stay away from it. There's always an asterisk. There's always the one-offs. Good morning. Good to see you on Instagram. Ben Beautiful. Good morning to see you too. Good morning to see you too. Yeah, I have them on Instagram. I've never noticed that. My MacBook must always be open. Yeah, Lulu, I'm not coming. You know me. I'm not coming at you. So many people have told me that. I've talked to Kway about it. I've talked to Autopasher about it. And that's what I've come up with about the automatic sales detection. How many hours do you work a week? A lot, Carrie. But I always have. I always have. Let's get to the next item, and I'll tell you about that. So, a pair of Cool pants. Cool, actually, it's a really good brand to pick up. It doesn't sell for as much as it used to. Still a good pickup. Look for that little logo. You guys know the deal. If you're new, look for that logo. You can always watch us later on YouTube if you're missing something. But these sold for $26 on Poshmark. Again, I might have held out for the fall and winter to sell these, but right now I want those sales. I'll take a lot of offers. Google Lens. Yeah, you can Google Lens the golf course logos too, if you want to. Me and my husband sell a lot of UFC cards, $15 to $30, and he has sold 2,500 as well. What UFC cards? I don't know if I've ever found that, a UFC card. Our thrift stores don't put cards out. Anything loose that can be collectible, vintage toys, cards, playing cards, Pokemon cards, they all put that stuff on shopgoodwill.com. Aren't you proud of me? I put that in a priority package. Do you give your buyers the discounted shipping rates on eBay? No, I don't. I haven't done anything different. I don't do that. I picked up a summer comfort with the Range Resources logo on it because it had the skull print. We'll see if it will sell through. It will sell. Again, it all comes down to your buy cost. If you have a low buy cost, you have pricing power. So if you get a Peter Millar, it has a skull print, and it has a logo on there, but you're getting it for $3, you have that pricing power that you can price it low and still make a good profit on it. Next item is a Johnny O Polo, sold for $20. This one had a little logo on the sleeve. When you start thrifting often around your city, you know, like the local golf courses. I see this logo all the time. It's a local golf course here in Indy, and this still sold for $20. So it has an unknown golf course. It looks like a lantern, and I better ship this out in a priority or I'm going to get yelled at. Abercrombie & Fitch. Yes, there's some Abercrombie & Fitch I get. If you get like the Y2K stuff that screams Abercrombie, the jackets that have the fur lining, cargo shorts from Abercrombie, cargo pants from Abercrombie, paratrooper pants from Abercrombie, paratrooper shorts from Abercrombie. Those all do well, just off the top of my head. Those are all worth a look at. Next item on Poshmark was a hat for $7. I had a whole bunch of these hats. I actually bought them from Retired and Reselling. I bought them all probably 50 cents a piece. This is a vintage Nissan hat. And the reason I listed this is because Nissan, there are just like really diehard Nissan people. Like it's a car, right? And it's got a vintage tag. I listed it for $7 and it sold. So maybe I listed it for 10. I took the best offer at 7, but I paid like 50 cents for it. Whatever. Happy to see it go. Bye-bye, Nissan hat. It's one of those things like, do I just donate it or do I go ahead and list it and make the money? I listed it. I was doing hats, whatever. I made the money. Hey again, King. Junior, you better stop that. I'm the king of the house. I'm the king of the house. I'm the king of the house. Do you ever negotiate price at thrift stores? No, our Goodwills don't negotiate. Our Goodwills don't negotiate. In fact, if you come up with an item that does not have a tag on it, they will re-tag it at the new color of the week. So even if you're like, I think this had a half off, that we don't have half off anymore, but no, you can't negotiate at mine. Would you pick up a brand new with tags, Peter Millar with 100 tag? How would you price a new with tag Peter Millar with the 100 tag? It just depends. Is it a polo, quarter zip, shorts? What is the item? And I would just have to look up comps. I'd go to eBay and look up comps, just like all the other things that I would list. But without looking at comps, $50. Please explain verifying on auto posture, please. So Angel with a Bow, I've actually not had problems verifying. So when I cross-list my item, that little orange dot to verify your item, once I cross-list it, that orange dot always goes away. I've never had an issue with that verified dot. So do you have issues once you cross-list everything? Like let's say you cross-list this one polo to all the platforms. Is there still a verify button there? But yeah, you can click on that verify button and verify the item. Any issues mailing hats in a box or bag? That one I only mailed in a bag because it's got a flat bill. You'll see I'm going to mail some hats and boxes here in a minute. Shout out K-Way Shop to his favorite brand when I met him, Tommy Bahama. Tommy Bahama do not sell well for me. I'm going to stick to it. I don't care. Polo Ralph Lauren's my favorite. This is Tommy Bahama, and K-Way bought this from me for $25. Bought it from me. He likes to say that Tommy Bahama sells, so when I have it, he knows I go live. He buys it so it sells. So I tell people it sells. Need hat lessons. Teresa, what do you want? See, that's another thing. If you know a little bit about everything, right, that's good. You want to know a little bit about hats. That's why we're watching this. I have a couple of hats here that aren't retail arbitrage that we can talk about. I just wasted 11 cents again. It's okay. What size is it? Any Polo Ralph Lauren? I buy that jacket on your door. It's a small. It's not for sale. It's not NFS. Not for sale. Hat and bag, Bradley. It was a flat billed hat, Bearded. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Okay. This is a North Face belted nylon pair of shorts with the cargo, and they don't have the rip stop, which are the little checks on there. So if something rips, it stops the rips. This sold for $25 over on Poshmark. over on Poshmark. Oh my gosh, I am so far. I am so sorry, guys. Over here. Okay, how many hours a week do I work? Carrie, if you're still in here, I work this time of year, I don't work as many hours, but I work most of the day. Like anytime I have downtime, I'm working. That's what I do. I'd rather work. Everything's for sale. Do you have didn't your dad teach you nothing? I know. Everything's for sale. I mean, you can get that on eBay. You can get that on eBay. I don't have it listed, but everything's for sale. DM me and shoot me a price. But yeah, I work a lot. I always did when I was a teacher, because for me, I'd rather list stuff, and I get pleasure out of buying things, thrifting things, and listing things and making money to help pay for items and have less stress financially in my life. So if I wanted and bear down and not do social media and just thrift and resell, I could easily work probably with thrifting 40 hours a week, probably. Broken heart. Oh, I picked up one yesterday because it was new with tax for $3. There you go. If I miss any comments, how often do I hit the thrift stores? Nice question marks. That got my attention. How often do I hit the thrift stores? Right now, I'm doing one full day thrift a week and then a few hits throughout the week. The last couple days ago, I went to Chicago for 2 days. We hit them all day, 9 to 7 in Chicago. So it just depends. That's all the Poshmark. So now we're going to go to eBay. But yeah, I used to when I was part-time, I'd hit the thrift store every single day. Every day on my way home, I'd hit the thrift store every single day. Sold a Patagonia fleece with a big Tivana chest logo. Okay, Ben. So yesterday on my live, everything I got in Chicago, it's on live on YouTube. You're on YouTube. I got a Patagonia with a pocket that had a big hockey team right here, but I got it for $10. It's a chinchilla black, good condition. I'm like, $10. Someone can take that stitching out if they wanted to and they get it, or I just sell it for $20, $25. I couldn't pass it up. It'll sell quick. I found 3 pairs of 365 shorts, which are Adidas, guys. The Adidas shorts that I sell, which I'll be showing you here in a minute because I sell them all the time. A pair of 365 pants and 2 Ralph Lauren blazers the other day. Got to say thanks for teaching us about those. You're welcome, Aiden. See, those are things that a lot of people don't pick up. And I'm here to tell you, hey, they sell. I'm showing you the sales. So I did pick up Ralph Lauren blazers in Chicago, but specifically why I picked them up, you're going to have to go watch that live. Be on the lookout for Vineyard Vines on the go stuff. Been selling the polos and pants often. Nick, we're going to get to one of those too with eBay. So we're gonna have Adidas shorts and a 365 and a Vineyard Vines on the go. Did that with a Waffle House hat, $1 to $12. Yeah, easy money. I mean, might as well. Especially have I showed you guys? Kind of creepy, but I got this off Amazon. So what I'll do, I'll just put all my hats together, and then I'll bring them all upstairs, and I'll just take pictures with this mannequin hat or with this mannequin dude. I don't have this in my Amazon store, but yeah, just whatever, cheap off Amazon. So I just kind of do all my hats together. If I get them, I throw them in a bin kind of thing. I want to make sure I catch up with all the questions before we start. eBay, 34 orders to ship out on eBay, or 35 orders. I sold so much Tommy Bahama. Well, David, you and Kayway should be best buddies. Verifying mostly applies when first start. If there's a difference between your listings and the different platforms, you need to match them up or it won't delist when sells. Okay, so there you go. So when verifying your item over on Autoposher, you have to verify them. If they're not verified, it won't delist your sales. Whenever I cross-list my item, I make sure it's verified, which is just a little dot next to your item. I think I even talked about that in my YouTube video, a little orange dot. If that orange dot goes away, you know your item's verified. You give me motivation to start, just need a bigger house. I know, Carrie, but listen, I've been around resellers with small houses, big families. You can still make it work. You get a storage unit. Even Bearded was hesitant to get a storage unit. I told him, you're not going to feel it. You won't feel it. If you sell plenty of stuff, plus it's 100% write-off at the end of the year, your storage unit, your Autoposher, your eBay store, That's all 100% write-off. David came back and said size matters for Tommy Bahama. Kayway always says that too. It totally does. Silk and linen. David, 100% with you. Silk Tommy Bahama. I just bought that the other day. It sold for $25. Silk Tommy Bahama, linen, the embroideries on the back, of course. Bigger the better, like always. That's what I use for hats. You use bags, Lulu, for hats? Oh, that hat head? That hat head? Yeah, that hat head. Hey, it's on Amazon. Super cheap, too. I put my hats on a big stuffed bear. I mean, why not? Like that guy back there, do it. Do it. Doesn't matter. You have the right item at the right price, it will sell. Found a Dartmouth Indian logo tie for $2. Sold $88 same day. Found my first double RL denim new with tags. Let's go. Ryan, DM me. DM me. You can send that my way if you want to. But congratulations. I have a pair of shoes, Nike, that I verified on Check. It is a good is it a good idea to put a screenshot of the verification mark on my listing photos? Dan, I really don't know the true answer to that, but when I've done the Check app, I put a picture of it on my photos. So yes, I do. I do that. I have a styrofoam head too. I love getting some hats at Goodwill. Do you pick up gray Norman polos? I don't. Unless they're new with tags and like $1 or $2, I don't pick them up. I sold some, but just curious what your thoughts on. Yeah, if I find a gray Norman, again with the buy cost, $2 or $3, sell it for $17 to $20 new with tags, I'll pick it up, especially if it's got a good pattern. If you ask any questions over on Instagram, just put a lot of question marks or something so I can tell. Joy, what's up, Joy? How's it going, Teach? We're just teaching. We're getting on over to eBay. What's up, Joy? Was the Chicago trip worth it, Felix? Yes, it's always worth it. It's fun, and I always make it worth it. I got plenty of stuff to sell. And let's think about it, guys. Like, obviously, I'd be off for vacation, but instead, I'd be teaching. I'd be teaching from 7:45 to 3:30 every day. And I really love the kids, but I hate everything in between. I love my students. I miss my students. If I had more time, I'd volunteer. But to thrift all day and to shoot the shit, and it's fun. It's treasure hunting. Morning, Teach. Joy Math, you're over there now. What's up, Joy? Sorry, this mistype. Did you say Allah's a pass? What? Allah. Aiden, spell that one again. Redneck versus urban hats. Is that what it is? Small house, bearded, small house. He says, I have a small house, bearded. You make your house not look small because you have storage units and you and your wife keep your house clean. So whenever they bring stuff in, they make it a point like the next day to get it sorted, boxed, toted, and out of the way because they can't stand having it around. All right, here's a Travis Matthew polo shirt. I picked these up. I picked one up in Chicago. I really don't like picking these up anymore unless they're just in primo condition. I have to spend usually $5 on these. This sold for $15 on eBay. That's why I don't pick them up anymore. They just don't bring a lot of money. So Travis Matthew, whatever I said, Travis Matthew, unless it's like a geometric, really cool print item, I really don't pick them up that often. We're just talking plain Jane, striped, whatever. Would you get Auto Posture for only 300 items? Sure, I would get Auto Posture for 100 items. If you have 300 items and you don't have Auto Posture, you're losing out on money. I'm going to tell you right now. You get it, come back and tell me later on that I was right. And I'm not a cocky person. I'm just telling you. I'm only cocky around Kayway and Bearded. Do you watch Shed Flips? I don't. I don't watch Shed Flips. Is that a content creator? I don't. I'm kind of new. I was actually messaging a guy when I was in Chicago of someone I used to watch a long time ago. There was only a handful of people doing content on reselling clothing, a year or 2016 and 17. It was Daily Refinement, kind of. It was Rally Roots and some other people. And I was messaging him. He messaged me. And I was like, hey, man, just so you know, I used to watch you all the time. That's how I learned all my really high-end brands from him. Do I sell shoes? Do you clean any of the items before posting? Yes, I do sell shoes. I love selling shoes. Usually the ROI is really good. If they need cleaned, I'll clean them. But I really like profits over projects. Kway uses plastic bags for his clothing before packing. Isn't that a lot? It's different strokes for different folks. So Kway, what's auto posture? So auto posture is a cross lister. So I can list on eBay and then cross list my items to Depop, Mercari, and Poshmark in about a minute. So I have my items across a whole bunch of platforms for people to buy. And then also it's an automation. So it sends out offers, it delist, relist your items on Poshmark, it shares your stuff. It's a no-brainer. I have 300 items that I have auto posture, and it's been a game changer for me. Totally worth the spend. Here we go. CC's over here for you. Not me just saying this. I have 300 items. I have auto posture, and it's been a game changer for me. Totally worth the spend. There you go. So $5 off. You can go to searchupfinds.com, click the link, $5 off, get a 7 free trial, and it's going to change your life. There you go. Hang 10, bro. What's up, Chris at Peak? He's hanging 10 back there. Oh, I don't even have the door shut. There you go. You can see him hanging 10 back there. Thanks. You're welcome. But what was I going to answer? Do I clean my shoes? Yes, I do like picking up shoes. They sell really well for me. So I do like picking up shoes. BKE jeans. What did I do? Okay. BKE jeans are my favorite jeans to sell, but jean shorts actually sell well. These are Derek jean shorts. How about it? BKE jean shorts. These sold for $23.99 over on eBay. They cost me $3.99. These are going out. Let me make sure. Again, I do all my eBay from my phone. This is going out to Mike. I print off all my labels, so I have a whole long line of labels right here. Oh, Alan Flusser. Do I pass on Alan Flusser? Yes. But Trisha, I don't know if Trisha's in here. Trisha sells a ton of Alan Flusser. So I would say the Alan Flusser with the crazy print like paisley or linen, they make linen Alan Flusser. Again, it comes down to your buy cost. If you buy something really, really cheap, you have price control. So you buy it cheap, you have price control over that item. Hit the like and the tap. Thanks, Teresa. Hit the like and the tap. Again, if you aren't following and you want to make a little extra money reselling, that's what I do. I put out a lot of content on a lot of platforms, TikTok. You can go back and watch a whole bunch of stuff on YouTube, Facebook, all that sort of stuff. So go ahead and hit that follow button. Shoes don't do well for me. I leave them behind for sure. Thanks, Joy. Joy, I know. Joy's in my part of town, but we don't thrift the same stores. But our shoe stores, you know it too. Our Goodwills, they don't put out good shoes. They either send them to the bins or put them on shopgoodwill.com. I really find really good shoes at our Goodwills. Bad Birdie, Chris at Peak, if you're in here still, you know what this is. Got this retail arbitrage. I priced these down. This was an auto posture sale. So if you're curious about auto posture, it also sends out offers automatically. And you can set out whatever percent you want or not to send out offers. Right now, I have my offer set out for 5%. So auto posture, if anyone clicks on my item or likes my item or watches my item, it sends out an offer. So this sent out an offer and someone took it. I sold it for $31.34. I bought it for right around $11. $31.34. How do I know auto posture sold it? It's because I don't list anything for $31.34. What label machine do I recommend? If you go to searchupfinds.com and click on Amazon stuff, you can see I have a link for Amazon. You can see all the things I recommend getting, all the things that I would recommend. My label printer is not, I bought it in 2016 or 17. And it's still kicking and they don't sell it anymore. So if it breaks, I would get the one in my link tree or on searchupfinds.com. Hit that like. Do you have a sticker that says thrift haul? No, I don't. But Chris at Pika is probably one of the best pieces of merch. I'm not a merch guy, but thrifting is my cardio is so creative. He has a t-shirt that he sells called Thrifting is My Cardio. It's really good. Chris at Peak. Do you price your items differently on each platform or the same price on all platforms? Good question. I usually do the same price on all platforms. If you were in here earlier, you talked about Wrangler. I picked up this Wrangler. It was new with tags. It was a pearl snap. It was $5. I went ahead and picked it up. It sold for $17.99. New with tags, Wrangler. I'm going to pick it up. Thanks for the heart. Thanks for the heart, by the way. And thanks for the follow, Brandy. Okay, so pick this guy up. It sold for $17.99. Bought it for $5. Good morning, Candy. Welcome on in. Good morning. Chef Lips is a good channel. Okay, I'll remember. That's the second one. So Shed flips. I'll watch shed flips. I do watch content creators, guys, as you know. I watch content creators. When I'm just like you guys. When I'm listing, when I'm doing all that stuff, taking pictures, I will listen in the background or watch content creators. Okay, that's going out. I want to answer that question. Do I price my items differently on different platforms? So eBay takes 13%. So I list my items on eBay. And then when I cross-list a Poshmark, Poshmark takes 20%. Usually I just cross-list it. But now I'm upping the price about $3, and then I'm sending out offers on Poshmark for 10% off. So on Poshmark, I up it up. Mercari, I don't up it. And Depop, I don't up it over there either. So no, I don't. Most of the time, I don't change my prices across the platforms. I just click. He means a sticker at the top of your live that says thrift haul, assuming it's from yesterday. Oh, do I have a sticker on my live? My bad. Chris is technology. He knows his technology. I think I know how to do that. Enhance stickers. Packing. Let's just say eBay sales, because that's what we're doing right now. Sorry, everybody. Turn. Done. Packing eBay sales. There we go. My bad. When you're shipping out items like now, do you go off each platform, or is there something on Autopasha showing the sales need to be shipped? No, I don't use Autopasha for shipping my packages or anything like that. Autopasha I just use for the automation, which sends out offers and delist, relist, and then for cross-listing. I go into the platforms and print off my labels. So right now, I have a whole huge long tail of eBay labels from my thermal printer. I just print them off from eBay. Bulk ship, print them all off. So I don't do that on Autopasha. I'm always late, Candy. You can always rewatch. I don't think my notifications are coming up. Yeah, I know. A lot of people have said notifications aren't working on different platforms. So I don't know if you need to like hit the bell on YouTube or whatever to be notified. I'm not sure. Joy, I stay on the east side and close to Chittard. I venture up to Nora at time to time. Yeah, I go to Nora and I also go near Chittard. Chittard's the one by Keystone, right? By Keystone and 62nd Street. I go to that one too. The one used to be way better, but they got really overpriced. You still on here? Yep, Casey. We're shipping out 53 items. How much does Mercari charge? Mercari doesn't take any seller fees anymore. So going back to that, on eBay, I send out 5% offers. Poshmark, 10% offers. Mercari, 15% offers. What I mean by sending out offers, I go into Autopasha, I type in how much I want to send out, what percentage, and it sends out the offers for me. I don't send them out myself. I just create it. Levi's, new with tags, bought these $7.99. Anytime I find Levi's new with tags that have a 5 in front of them, so basically any of them that aren't like a Levi signature, so they have to have a 5, a 502, 501, 511, 541, any of those, 550, 560, 505. New with tags, I'll buy them for $7.99. These sold for $29.99 over on eBay. $7.99 into $29.99. So don't worry about being late, Candy. You can always rewatch. Sherf is my favorite reseller. He helps everyone. Thanks, Kim. You're making me blush. But there's a lot of good resellers out there. You guys know that. Great info. I watch a lot of people. Great info. If you're always learning new stuff. I swear I learn new stuff from people. I actually watch, to be honest, when they're on, female creators a lot too, because I need to learn more female clothing. So I watch a lot of female stuff. If someone buys a cross-listed item, is it removed from other platforms immediately? Yes. Auto sales detection. So auto sales detection on Autopasha. I have a YouTube video you can go watch, and it talks about it. But yes, it automatically takes it off. Even if it's midnight and you're sleeping, someone buys an item, it automatically takes it off from that platform. But yeah, go over and watch that YouTube video. Legit, not a judgment question. Do you struggle with buying at Goodwill with others needing it? No, Aaron, I don't. I can tell you why. I can tell you real quick while we pack these. We talked about Vineyard Vines on the go. Someone says, shout out Vineyard Vines on the go. They sell really well. I would agree. These are the Vineyard Vines On The Go shorts. They're a polyester nylon spandex, a performance type. They sold for $22.99. They sold within a week. I didn't even get to put them away. But no, I don't feel, I don't struggle shopping at Goodwill when others need it. And this is why. So I worked as a special education teacher. And some of my students went to Goodwill after they graduated high school and they worked there. Goodwill is not meant to sell to people who are less fortunate. That's not their mission. Goodwill's mission is to help graduate people that didn't graduate high school, GEDs, give people like my special needs students jobs that wouldn't normally get jobs other places, people who are on like work release and stuff that can't get jobs, that have trouble with the law or whatever, or coming out of rehab, things like that. Goodwill, that's their mission. Their mission is not to sell to the less fortunate. And I will also argue with people who say things like, not you, but Goodwill's for the poor. If you look at Indianapolis, where I live right now, you look at where all the Goodwills are located, they're all located in middle to upper class parts of town. None of them are located in parts of town where it's low income. They're all in areas of town that are higher income or middle income. Why? Because that's where the donations come from. People there aren't poor. People that are shopping are not poor. So no, their mission is not to sell to the needy. Some said they are putting stuff on eBay. Yeah, and Aaron, totally ask that question. No hate for any questions. If you follow me, I'm totally like, ask me anything. I don't care. What's up, Candy? Noah, good morning. I like you, K-Way and Chris. Thanks, Candy. You don't have to. Yeah, K-Way, Shop, Chris at Peak, all good people to follow. But she said you are so funny. I'm inappropriate and I say things I probably shouldn't say. Good points. Preach, teach. Joy, you're teach. You know. Some say they're pulling stuff on eBay. Pulling what on eBay? What are they pulling? Who's pulling what? So those on the go Vineyard Vine shorts sold for $22.99. These are Vineyard Vine performance shorts. These are the link shorts. These were pretty much the first performance shorts I think that came out that have like a blend in them that's just not cotton. These sell for less, even with that little hit on the back. These tend to sell for a little bit less. $18.99 for these. I paid $3.99 for both pair, or each. Do you get other resellers going to your store and sending messages about correcting your item listings, or do you look at their store and their listings are more messed up than yours? I don't look at other people's stores ever, but I am an open book. So on surfsupfinds.com, I have my eBay store and my link tree. I have my eBay store linked, so people can go in. They see what I have listed. You can see what I have sold, how much I have stuff listed for, all that sort of stuff. You can see my pictures. You can see all that stuff. I'm an open book. And every once in a while, someone will message me and say, "Hey, Surfs," which when someone said, "Hey, Surfs," I know they're a follower. And they'll say, I'm just looking at your listing. You have an item as a 34, but I'm looking at your picture. It actually says 32. I'm just letting you know. So I make mistakes and some people correct me. And I'm like, thank you so much for doing that. What's up, Desty? Desty's in Fort Wayne. What's up, Desty, my buddy? Just a rumor. Goodwill's listing. Sorry. Picking off the top kind of thing. Yeah, Goodwill lists on shopgoodwill.com. So shopgoodwill.com is Goodwill's eBay, and they pick all the good stuff that they know that is the good stuff, and a lot of the Goodwills list it. At least here in Indy, that's what they do. But there's always brands they don't know. They always get a ton of inventory. There are always new people working in the back that are new and learning brands to pull and put on shopgoodwill.com, and also brands that they don't know that pass by. So you just have to be knowledgeable and find those brands that they don't know about. Obviously, Gucci and Burberry, you can still find at their store, but those are obvious ones that they're going to say Gucci. All right, we're going to put that on shopgoodwill.com. They're really, right now, they're really big here in Indy on vintage t-shirts. So a lot of them know vintage t-shirts. Just found a Vineyard Vines performance quarter zip, but Goodwill wanted $13. Javi, I would have to comp that out. That still might not be a hard pass for me. I would just have to comp that out. Here's another one of those bad birdies. Same pattern. This sold for $32.99, so not an auto posture sale. $32.99 for this, paid $11 for it. I dare not tell Brad his mistakes. Tell me my mistakes. I am all about critique. Like, critique me. But if someone's like, oh, your pictures aren't great or whatever, my rebuttal is like, hey, I do my stuff really quickly and I make sales, so that's all that matters. Like K-Way's pictures, go look at K-Way's shop. His pictures look way better than mine. I just don't have a light box. Can I have it? What do you want, Mo? What do you want, Mo? What do you want to have? Are you live or anything else? Am I live or anything else? I'm live. This is me. Look, touch my nose, touch my ears. I hit Noblesville last weekend. It was dry AF. Yes, Dusty, you went that one time and you were so excited. I never go to Noblesville. It's usually always dry. Shoot. Half my inventory just fell. Half is in like 3 things. I bought a sweater from Goodwill online. Fair price. Glad to get it. Whoopi Goldberg Xmas sweater. Let's go. Yeah, I know people who shop on shopgoodwill.com that get things to relist online. Certain things. But this is a Tommy Bahama. Again, K-Way bought this from me, so I'm sending it out to him. Thanks, Marianne, for the heart. Sending this to him. He bought it for $16.49. Auto posture sale. Good morning, Pamela. Good morning, Rodzilla. Froggy Flips is an indie. He's pretty cool. Yeah, Froggy Flips is an indie. I never talked to him, but when Bearded and I did that highway sale, we actually saw him when we were pulling up. He was leaving. Froggy Flips. I think he does a lot of toys and stuff like that, which I'm all about doing that stuff too. You guys know I like hard goods. My thrift stores don't put a lot of that stuff out. Joy, all good points. When is your next What Not show? I don't have one planned. That was spur of the moment. That is spur of the moment. So I don't have one planned. We'll see. Can we make money there? Does anyone source from Shop Goodwill? Yes, some people do that, I know. On vacation now, I tried to change channeling time, but it didn't show that option. Can you show us how to? Saving Mom. Yeah, I have to go over to YouTube and yeah, I can do it. Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do that. This is a Peter Millar. No, it's not. It's a Travis Matthew pair of shorts. Bought these for like $11. Selling them for $22.99 now. $22.99. Repeat buyer. Let's go. Repeat buyer. What's going on here? What's going on, Barry? You can't trick me today. You're only selling those birdies because I'm sold out. You're only selling those birdies because I'm sold out. That's something Barry would say too. That's true, Chris. I am. I'm only selling because you're sold out. Are you jealous I still have some though? I'm not. I wish I was sold out. I don't have many left, and I only have this many pairs of those shorts left. This many pairs. I bought probably 50 or more pairs of these shorts. I only have 2 handfuls left. Maybe I should have picked it up. It was a big size. Avi, you can go back and see if they still have it. I don't go to Noblesville. I don't go to Noblesville either. It's too far from me. Noblesville, there's only one. Thoughts on Columbia? Oh, gosh, TK. Columbia is only good if you get it new with tax for super cheap, in my opinion. Or if it's a really heavy jacket used and you get it cheap, that's it. But other than that, I don't get Columbia. Or PFG, really, really cheap, maybe. But I was talking about, Noblesville, our Goodwill. Noblesville is up here, and you have to drive like 20 minutes to it. When down here, you have a whole bunch of other Goodwills that are all 5-10 minutes apart from each other. So that's what I do. I hit all those. I'm not driving all the way up there and back, 40-minute round trip. Forget about it. Next item is a pair of Retail Arbitrage FootJoy shorts, size 34. Bought these for 75% off, $50, and I sold them for $39.99. $39.99. So good morning, Jennifer. Thanks for popping in. You're questioning my live still. Do you use Mercari Depop shipping labels or do you use your own? I do Mercari and Depop shipping labels. So I literally go into Depop, click on label, print it off, and ship it. That's what I do on all platforms. I use all the platform shipping labels. Next item is a Polo Ralph Lauren gingham check. This one is like the perfect picnic sweater. Man, this would have been good for the 4th of July or this weekend. Maybe that's why someone bought it, even though they're not going to get it this weekend. It's sold to Julio in Florida, in Miami. This thing sold for $22.99. I bought it for $5. Short sleeve, gingham check, picnic, tablecloth type of sweater. How do you keep track of your expenditures? So I have a business credit card, and I use that to keep track of everything that I spend. And then also, I don't do individual items. I do average cost of goods. Average cost of goods. So our items are all, my average cost of goods is about $5.25 for my thrifted items. $5.25 for my thrifted items. That's how I keep track of that. Youth, small or medium? Andrew, what are you asking about? I'll move to YouTube so I can see how you handle time. I think it's harder on TikTok. Sure. Save you, Mama. Are you on YouTube yet? Are you on YouTube yet? Thanks, Surf. You're welcome, Peach. When you travel out of the state, okay. So let's answer that question about real quick. Let's answer that question if I can try to figure it out about vacation mode. Vacation. So we're gonna go over here. I'm gonna flip the camera around, and I'm gonna bring you guys over. I'll bring you guys over to eBay. It's been a minute since I've done vacation mode, so I'm going to do my eBay. And then I'm going to go to account. So dashboard, seller account. It's been a while since I've done an away mode. Taxes, parking, performance. Where do I go? Oh, store. Subscriber discount, manage subscription, time away. So you go to your cell. If you have a store, you go to your store and you go to time away. So if you're spending time away from eBay, you can schedule your time away. Edit time away, and you can do a start date and an end date. And then allow sales up to 15 days while you're away. So you're allowed to do 15 days while you're away. But this is what I do. No. I don't do this. I do not do X what I just said. I do not pause sales. I do allow sales up to 15 days while I'm away. So up to 2 weeks, I allow sales from the start time to the end time, end date to start date. I allow sales. And that will send the buyer a message saying, your item won't be shipped out until, and it will be like 1 to 3 days when your end date comes back. And you can also send out a little message. But I'm going to get out of here because I'm not doing that right now. So hopefully that helped. Laura, did you see that? Did you happen to see all that? When you travel out of state, are your expenses a tax write-off? Yes. So if it's a business trip, it's a tax write-off. So for example, I went to Chicago strictly to thrift. So thrifted, stayed at a hotel, ate food, drove home. That was strictly a business trip. All those are expensed. Those are all expensed. The food, the hotel, the gas, everything. This is a cool hat. So a cool hat. Don't find these really very often, but again, another area in the thrift store, learn a little bit about everything. Walk down the hat section. See if you see something that pops out at you. This was 99 cents, sold for $14.99. So it meets my metrics. I got my shoe boxes from eBay. So I got these shoe boxes back. They're 8 by 6 by 4. Got to put them in. Put it in, y'all. Put it in, Just go to Google and type in eBay vacation mode. There you go. You can do that too. What has been the best ways you have used? What has been the best ways you have used to market my products? I don't. So what I do is list stuff on eBay, and eBay takes 15% commission. And with that 15% commission, they of course pay their employees, but they also are a huge platform that promote your items on Google searches and other places. So eBay does all that for you. Is that my hat in the box, Amy? It's 8 inches. It's 8 inches of that hat in your box. If you guys don't watch Saturday Night Live, you don't know. It's a D in a box. Amy, that's my girl. Let's go. Oh, Buried, you're actually in here as yourself. Last question. You can ask as many questions as you want. What are the best places to get shipping materials? Not eBay. The only reason I do eBay is because I have the eBay store, and it just started Q3, July 1st. So I got my $50 worth of stuff. But go to ZorroBoxes.com. That is, Bearded just told me about it. I think ZorroBoxes.com is a good place to look. Zorro Boxes or Zorro Packing Supplies. Look there. I think stuff there is pretty cheap. Do I sell on Facebook Marketplace? MJ, I do, but only locally. So only bigger items, local pickup off my front porch. Golf bags, golf clubs, anything weird, anything like that. These are Adidas. We talked about it earlier. 565 shorts. These sold for, can you guess it, anybody? How much do these sell for? I paid $3.99. If I folded mine in half, I could get it in that box. Buried. So we're talking about a D in a box. He said if he folded his in half, he could get it in this box. You know, when people talk about that, usually it's not true, right? Usually it's not true. I haven't gotten a new follower in 1 hour, so someone make that happen. Barry hasn't gotten a follower. Barry, just make a crazy video, and you know it will go viral really soon. $22.99. Dusty, close. No. Nope, $21.34. Guys, you guys don't pay attention. So these I don't mean that in a bad way, but 365 Adidas shorts. I always sell these for $18.99. The Under Armour Match Play shorts are $23.99. These I sell for $18.99. That is just a sweet spot. I didn't even have a chance to put them away. I actually took pictures last night of 2 more pairs that I'll list, and I bet I'll sell them in a week for $18.99. So I always know I list those for $18.99, and they sell quick. Thanks for the follow, by the way. See some new followers. If you're into reselling, buying things online or at stores or at thrift stores and reselling them for more money than what you paid, work on your own time, make some extra money, hit a follow. This is a size 18 Lululemon new with tags. Lululemon new with tags, size 18. I have no idea what I bought this for. I forget. I bought it off of a Whatnot. I usually never remember Whatnot shows. Sold it for $22.79. So that would be an auto posture sale because I don't list anything at that. Exactly. Very deep, very braggadocious. Besides size doesn't matter. It's how you use it. That's right. It's the motion in the ocean. Come on now. Come to Colorado. I would. Buy me a ticket. I'll come to Colorado. I need new packing tape, and I'm going to take your advice and get the 3-inch. I'm telling you, I like the 3-inch tape. Barry's very familiar with 3 inches. I know because I've seen it. I'm just kidding. But yeah, 3-inch tape right here. 3-inch tape. It's not that expensive, and you're only using one swipe. You're only using one swipe for that tape. Again, it's on my Amazon link on surfsupfinds.com with the auto posture and all that stuff. What's up, Big Sweaty? I see you popping in, sneaker. A little sneaking around out there. Do you sell knickknacks or just clothing? MJ, I only sold knickknacks for my whole, like, the majority of my, well, I guess not now. 2001 to 2016, I sold only knickknacks, no clothing. I still sell that, antiques, collectibles, knickknacks. I actually found some in Chicago. They just don't put that stuff out here. I do buy that stuff at garage sales if I find it or estate sales, but that's what I bought. So actually I was talking to my wife last night, and she's like, you have a huge knowledge of that stuff. And I'm like, I know. I just don't talk about it because I never really come across it. So clothing. Vineyard Vines Performance Polo. I bought 3 or 4 of these. I talked about it in my live haul yesterday on YouTube and Facebook. $22.99. I bought this one for $10. I paid up for this one. How do you get around scammers when they bid on your eBay post? I don't do a lot of eBay bids. I don't do a lot of auctions. But when I do, there are times where people bid and then later on they say, I can't pay for the item, or they just don't pay, which sucks. You just have to redo the auction. But I don't get many scammers. I don't get scammers at all, really at all. I only ship to address provided through eBay. I don't get really any scammers. Don't get really any scammers. Maybe because I sell just mid-level clothing and stuff like that. Mid to high-end clothing. Time to sell Ralph Lauren varsity jacket. You think? How many items do you get? How many items do I list daily? I try for 15 to 20 during like when the kids are at work, my wife's at work, sort of thing. Have a great weekend. We'll watch more lives. Hey, yeah, you can always watch them over on YouTube and Facebook too, if you miss them. Thanks for popping in, by the way. Love this. Glad to be part of the community. Yep, you're now officially a part of the community. I now knight you as a part of the community. All right, men's Peter Millar, men's quarter zip. These are always such a good pickup. I love picking these up, especially. Ooh, I sold an item. If they're stretchy, these always sell well. These quarter zips. This sold for $37.99. I paid $5 for it. Good morning, Glenn. Good morning, Glenn. To leave understand what you mean. What would the scammer be doing to scam? Yeah, I'm not sure what the scammer would be doing this to scam. At the end of the live, get up to the lake. I know. So I'm going to the lake house. It's not going to be at the end of the live, though, Amanda. We're going to leave here at noon. I need to take pictures. And then we will be up. Okay, so here are all the items, all the slips that I printed off, making sure it's going to the right buyer. It's going to Kevin. Kevin, speaking of Amanda, her favorite movie, Disney, is Up. So Kevin from Up, it's going to him. Also, do you ever use brown packing tape? I don't use brown packing tape. I need new packing tape. I'm going to take your, instead of the standard tape. Yeah, I don't use brown packing tape, though. I never have. Back in the day when I sold antiques collectibles and I sold something really heavy, I'd use some of the tape that has like the thread built in. So it's really, really heavy duty. I do that every once in a while. These are loudmouth shorts. Loudmouth shorts. Obviously, they're loud. These are cocktail glasses. Bought them for $3.99. Sold them for $25.99. Be on the lookout for these. I just listed two more pair of loudmouth shorts so that you can see they're all just kind of crazy colors. So those will be going out right here. $3.99 into $25.99. So you can see all this stuff adds up. This time of year, we're getting again a lot of the $18 to $30 sales. Once fall and winter hit, you get those bigger ASP items. Average selling price. Fine, okay, I know. We'll be up there though. What's your schedule look like with your resale business? Tay, so when the kids are in school, that's my best schedule. When the kids are in school, wake up, drop them off at school, get back home at about 7:30 now that both my kids are going to be going to school, not daycare anymore. 7:30, what I'll do now is pack or get my items out, go live at 8:30 in the morning, and then I will start taking pictures of all my items and listing. Maybe doing some social media content after that, but I have to make sure I list my items. So when kids at school, I can get 15 to 20 items listed pretty easily. And then I go full day thrifting 1 day a week. And then I usually, if I get my items listed and I'm going to the post office or something, I'll hit a thrift store or two en route. This is a Faherty 2XL Henley white. Actually, price is kind of down because the comps weren't great. I just based them off of comps. $21.84. Which means that was an auto posher sale. I don't list anything at that price. Auto posher sold that. Come to Colorado. The thrifting is good. AKA Colorado, resell it. Hey, what's up, Colorado, resell it? Listen, I would come to Colorado, but I don't have any plans to come right now. When the kids get older, we're going to be doing stuff like that. Good morning, Glenn. Hi from California. What's up, Jamie? Where do you buy your shipping bags? So these bags right here, I buy on Amazon. If you go to surfstopfinds.com, you can see all the stuff I use on Amazon. There's a link. The website I made was just really rudimentary because people asked us questions. Like, I'm going to just make a website and attach everything. Auto posture's over there. Everything's over there. Let me make sure this is going out to the right person real quick, though. Blaine. It's going out to Blaine. Here's a good sale. You would have thought it sold for more, but the comps just weren't there. That's okay, though. It's a 100% silk Brioni shirt. 100% silk Brioni shirt. Bought it for $5. $5. Sold it for a best offer of $60. Where did you get the bear? At an estate sale. I got that bear at an estate sale. So I'm going to start hitting more estate sales up, by the way, guys. Especially now that my daughter don't do daycare and all that stuff, I can hit them up early in the morning. So yeah, I'll be doing more estate sales. That is a Paddington bear. Bought it for $5. A Paddington bear, vintage Paddington bear. I have it listed right now. Just sold for $60. Thank Jacqueline. Jacqueline, you subscribed. You don't need to subscribe. You don't have to subscribe. I don't charge you guys for anything. Just follow and watch. But I appreciate it. You don't appreciate the subscription, but you don't have to do that. Don't do that. Just watch. Come on in. Say hi. How's the new dog? It's getting better. It's very nippy. It's a nippy dog. First pants I ever sold were 3 pants of loudmouth pants for $50 to $80 a piece. Yes, loudmouth pants do better than shorts. Loudmouth, guys, you're not going to miss it in the store. They're so crazy. The colors are always usually so crazy. Online arbitrage. This is a K-Shoes shirt. I bought for $22. Sold it for $39.99 online. Polo shirt. I bought 30 to 50 of these. 30 to 50 of these when I bought them. EstateSales.net is a great app. I use it here in Florida. That's exactly the one I use. Oh my gosh, twinsies. I use that one too. How do I get notified when you go live? You know what? Now that you are a subscriber, you probably will get notified. I don't know. Most people get notified, but some people don't. But I bet now that you're a subscriber, you will get notified. But Jackie, if you follow me on YouTube and you do like the click bell, you'll always get notified. And I'm on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok right now live. So I'm going to try to go live come August every morning, like that I'm at home, not thrifting, at 8:30. Definitely Monday mornings. So Monday morning this next week, I'll be live at 8:30. Did I tell you I found Brioni cashmere pants because of you? How? Because Lulu, you didn't know about Brioni because of me? You had to know about Brioni. You just trying to make me feel better about myself. They're hemmed and they sold fast for $50. There you go. Brioni cashmere pants for $50. Brioni's a really good brand. It brings good money, but not like crazy, $500 for that shirt type of deal. This is that weird brand. I've sold this like 3 times now. Jung Maven. I don't know. It's really nice. It's like hemp and cotton. I find it every once in a while. And it sold for $23.74 auto posture sale. So auto posture sale and offer, and I got it. How was your Whatnot pop-up? Green Eyes? It was fine. This is how it went. I'll tell you exactly how it went. The Whatnot. So my wife actually found a guy selling a whole bunch of clothing. And I went and looked at it. And I'm like, you know what? There's enough here. And the buy cost is cheap enough. I'm like, I'll get it. Yeah. And then on my way home, I was talking to Bearded about it. And I've been thinking about doing Whatnots if I get super cheap buy cost items and selling them to people that would just wear them or use them. So I sold a lot of stuff for like $1 to $3 to $4, but my buy cost was cheaper than that per item. So he's like, you won't do a Whatnot? And I said, bet. So I did. And I did it like a pop-up. I gave everyone an hour warning and I popped it up. And it was great because my buy cost was so low. When things went for $3 or $4, I was fine with that. I didn't care. My buy cost was just so low. So I was good with that. And you're welcome, Jack. I never get notifications. Yeah, I don't know why people don't get notifications. I don't know. Low power, low battery. Okay, next item. Retail arbitrage, Cotopaxi. I'm seeing Cotopaxi everywhere now. Sierra, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Cotopaxi is a good brand to be on the lookout for. Still pick it up if you're thrifting and it's cheap. but I'm starting to see it everywhere. These are new with tags, sold for $24.99. I paid 75% off of $24, so I got them really cheap. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. Full-time reseller. I saw a lot of follows just then. Let's put this in the bag. Yes, so I want to take pictures after this. Oh, I have to go to the post office too. And take these to the post office. Maybe get some pictures in. I took some last night. 4th of July, and I'm taking pictures. Next item. Ooh, good sale. 3 Untuck It shirts. So Untuck It. This is what I'm doing with Untuck It now. They have to be big sizes. They have to be a special fabric. So a nylon elastane or like a linen. Those are what I'm going for. These are all 2XL Untuck It long sleeve shirts. I sold 3 of them for a total of $71.97. $71.97 is what I sold these for. I bought them for $5 each. So 15 into $71.97. Okay, so these are going to go roll up, and they're going out ground. So I will put these in a larger poly mailer, which I also have these in my link too. And yeah, larger poly mailer. These are going out ground, which I used to would have shipped these priority back in the day, but ground is just so much cheaper now that I ship out, almost everything ground. Kind of thanks to you guys. Let me make sure. I don't know where it is. All right. Back to that. 40 or $71.97 on that one. Next item is a pair of Carhartt shorts. This is why I don't buy Carhartt shorts anymore at the thrift store, because I bought these for $5 a piece, brand new with tags, retail arbitrage, and they sold for $19.99. Selling them for $19.99. Retail arbitrage. I bought these back like in the probably October, and these are going out ground, so I don't know why I just did that. Whoops, sorry about that, guys. Cancel. All right. We're losing you. It keeps pausing. Okay, let me stop. Where am I? Settings. Battery. Isn't like battery on here somewhere? Battery. There we go. Am I back? Is that better now? Let me know. Yes. You lose again. You're now black screen. All right. Let me know if I'm back. I did low power mode on accident. So these sold $5 into $20. When in Chicago, check out Village Discount. They have several locations. Okay, Village Discount. We looked at thrift stores. We typed in thrift stores when in Chicago, and it was better. Back. Yeah, I put it in low power mode. So, Amy D, no more low power mode when I go live. No more low power mode. What am I doing? But yeah, okay. Vintage Discount. I will check it out. There were just so many Goodwills. We just boom for Goodwills. Great info. Thank you. You're welcome. You're back. I'm glad to be back. So you can hit the name. So you can hit his name and then hit the bell. It should notify you then. Yes, Village Discount. Okay, Silly says too, Village Discount. So hit my name and then the bell. That's how you get the notifications. That's how they'll coming to you. But no, for the most part, Monday mornings I will be live packing. So this coming Monday, I will be live packing. It'll be between 8:30 and 9, somewhere in there. Going out. Next item is another hat. I had this hat for probably 2 years, never listed it. It's a kid's master's hat, new with tags. Got it for 99 cents. Got around to listing it. Sold for $16.99. So $1 into $16.99. I should have listed it a lot earlier. Come on, dude. Hello from Indiana, Tracy. Hello from Indianapolis. Goodwill is our favorite too. There you go. Yeah, the Goodwills were okay in Chicago for the most part. Northern Chicago, I guess it would be northern Chicago area land. The prices were a little bit high. It wasn't the Chicago Goodwill region. It was like a different one. The tags were different. The sales were different, stuff like that. The quality of stuff wasn't as good. Is there a way on Poshmark to see if you have duplicated listings? Ooh, I don't know, Angel. I don't know because I never get on Poshmark, the actual app. But I've never had an issue with the item selling twice on Poshmark. I've never had an issue with that. So I'm not sure on that one. Again, I put that hat in a hat box. It's new. It's got a bill. I want to keep that bill okay. Next item that sold was a Holderness and Bourne. Last week, I sold one for pretty cheap. This one I sold for more because it has a PGA golf course logo. Again, type in PGA golf courses, images on Google, screenshot it. You'll see that one on there. That's Crooked Stick PGA golf course. This sold for $34.99. If it didn't have that, it might be like a $20-something one for sure. Autopunch, sorry. Is there a way to, on Autopunch, see if you have duplicate listings? Yeah, you could probably just type in on Autopusher, or it might say duplicate. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'm not sure. I've never had that issue either. Angel, I would get on IG and message Autopusher. Usually they get back the same day to me. But yeah, message and ask that question. I've never had that issue before. So I can't speak of it. $5 into $35. Holderness and Bourne. Next item, a Ping mallet cover. Bought this for 75% off, $15. So very, very cheap. Sold it for $11.99. These weren't selling, so I priced them all down. I'm pricing them to sell. I have about 20 of them, maybe about 18 of them now. Let's go into Eric and just one of these bags right here. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. If you have duplicates, they will come up side by side. You can see. There you go. If you have duplicates, they'll come up side by side. You'll see. There you go. They're talking to you now. Tracy. Okay. Instagram, I see you guys watching. You can ask questions if you want. We only have a couple more items left. There's just a few. William Murray, retail arbitrage. I went to a retail store, bought this for $20, sold it back online for $42.74. That was an Autopusher sale. Again, William Murray. Decent brand to look up now. Bought it for $20, sold it for $42.74. That was an Autopusher sale because they don't list anything for 74 cents. So Autopusher sent out a 5% offer because that's what I have it set up on eBay. I sold an item on Poshmark, and the next day I sold the same item on eBay. Ooh, message Autopusher and see why that would have happened. That's what I would do because they would want to know that. Like the technical support, they'd want to know so that doesn't happen again to other people. So I would do it even if you found out why or whatever. Message and say, hey, just FYI, this happened. 2 pair of Dunning shorts. These I actually got. I just listed these last week. Dunning, new with tags. I got these when I was thrifting with Kayway and Ethan in Florida. Dunning shorts, new with tags. I forget what I got them for. Probably right around $5 a piece. Sold them for $43.98 for the two combined. These are going out ground. Went out ground. Can't see anything. It says the live is paused. I don't know. If you want, you can always get on YouTube or Facebook. I'm live over there. What sizes should we buy in Tommy Bahama silk linen? Bigger the better. But also, if it's close it out and come back in. Close it out and come back in. Tommy Bahama, also it just depends. Like if my live thrift yesterday or my live haul yesterday, go on YouTube and watch that. I got a Tommy Bahama that's probably a small or medium, but it has the embroidered print all over the back, like with the beach scene and all that sort of stuff. Next item is a Sims shirt, Sims Fishing button-up shirt. These do really well if you can find the Pearl Snap Performance ones. They do really well. This sold for $18.99 international shipping through eBay. So it doesn't really mean. I see you. What's up, Swartz? I see you too. Yeah, this will just ship out to Illinois and it will go overseas. I'll never hear from it again. Pause again just now. I don't know why. I don't know either. The good news is I only have a few things left, but they are some good things. So come back in. Again, $5 into $18.99. All my shirts are $4.99 where I live. William Murray shorts. Got these retail arbitrage for 75% off $40. So what would that be? About 10. And yeah, retail arbitrage. No, that's 75% off 40. What is that? What is that? I think it's 10. I don't even know. My math's not mathing right now. Anyways, $5 into 35 for those. I paid up for those Bill Murrays. I passed on a bunch in that range. I just knew those were going to sell for $20 a piece. Hey, there's K-Way Shop. K-Way, go live here in a second. Those sold. I bought them for $20 a piece. So a William Murray for $20 each. Retail arbitrage, I think, is a good buy. If it's a polo shirt, I think it's a good buy. And they slowly sell. They didn't sell overnight. They slowly sold. This is a really good brand to be able to look out for. K-Way is throwing roses at my feet as usual. Bow down and giving me 69 roses because you know what we do after he throws them at my feet. That's right, my boy. This is a Suit Supply. Very good brand. 100% linen. I sold this once. Didn't fit them. They returned it on their dime. I sold it twice. Sell it once, sell it twice. So K-Way Shop just joined in, sent me 69 roses. Most of you guys follow him, but there's always new people. If you don't follow K-Way Shop, my guess is he's probably going to go live here in a little bit doing the same thing I am and answering a lot of questions, but he's just way better looking than me. So if you want to go look at some eye candy, go watch him. I bought this for $7.99. It sold for $135. This is going out in a padded flat rate envelope. You see what I did? I rolled it up and I sent it out like this. 100% linen Suit Supply. If you watched my video on YouTube last week, I found another one. I haven't listed it yet, though. And I found a wool Suit Supply blazer in Chicago. I paid up for that. I paid $15. But when you're selling it for $100, it doesn't really matter. Spend a little more to make some more. Another William Murray, Andrew. Another William Murray. Bought this one for $20. It sold for $42.99. $20 for $42.99. Actually, yeah, $42.99. I just love to see love in the air. The bromance is real. I mean, it's real. Just tell him it's a one-way street with that guy. Let's talk drama. It's a one-way street. I go down to see him and he doesn't come up here. I mean, I'm the one always messaging him. He never messages me. I'm just kidding. So yeah, $20 into $42.99. To me, that's a good retail arbitrage pickup. Make $15 after fees and everything, something like that. This is your last item of the day. Ralph Lauren Performance, which means it has a nylon spandex blend of some sort. When in Chicago, got that one. So that's rough. You're putting more into the relationship. Sometimes it makes you feel they take advantage. Yeah, it does. I get taken advantage of by him in more than one way. So this is a Ralph Lauren Performance shirt. This is going for $23.74. Another auto posture sale. Someone took a best offer. Auto posture sale on offer. Someone took I don't list anything at 74 cents. What is retail arbitrage? It's when you go to a retail store, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Macy's, wherever. They have a sale. You buy an item and then you resell it for a profit online. So that's retail arbitrage. You're buying items, maybe even at Walmart for clearance. You're reselling them online for a profit. That's retail arbitrage. Online arbitrage is the same thing. Buying it online and reselling it online. Glad you're making it back. Thanks. I'm so sorry that you can't be painful. Yep, I just hope he realizes your worth. I do too. I mean, he's going to realize my worth. He's going to. Let me look at something real quick. Okay, that's it, guys. That is it. Have a really good weekend. Be safe out there. I know the holiday still is celebrated over the course of this weekend. Have fun. be safe. Does Autoposture suggest pricing also, or is it accepted offers based on bottom line? Autoposture is just a cross lister. So wherever you price your item on, for me on eBay, that's where I price my item, and then it's brought over, it's sucked over to Autoposture for the price I put in. So I create that price on eBay based on sold comps or what I've sold stuff for. Autoposture does not suggest it. No! Yep, so I'm leaving. Love everybody. I'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. I'll see you Monday morning for another packing. Bye, guys.